So guys, let's talk about the Hawk Tuah girl, guys. The Hawk Tuah girl is caught up in some sort of a scam, a crypto scam. You know, everybody these days they want to make money. They caught up in the crypto scams, and I do I feel like the Hawk Tuah, she's grasping for air. She's looking for a better life, and she's trying to make money any way she want. And you know what's interesting about her? The Hawk Tuah girl said that she would never do OnlyFans, which is kind of interesting. She would never do that, and that's kind of good for her. I'm glad for her that she would never do that because she's not the type, and she's trying to find another way to do that, and she feels that crypto is a little bit cleaner than doing OnlyFans, which I think I agree in some sense. Like, it's not the same thing if you're doing crypto, but there's a lot of scam in the crypto world, and she has to be very careful. So now she's caught up in a some sort of a scam. She pulled out a coin called the coin is called a Hawk coin, and everybody's watching it. Is this gonna be her downfall? Some people say that she might end up in jail, so she has to be very careful. She's young. I forgot what age she. I think she's 22, and I think if I was her mother or whatever, her family, I would be careful and educate her. But remember, she's alone. Her family, you can see that when she talks, she's a country girl. Even when they tell her about like who's on the show, like I don't know if you saw the podcast with the Playboy girl that she had. She bought a girl that was a Playboy star, and she didn't know who was on the show, so she's not on top of the entertainment Hollywood, or maybe even I hate to say that she's not even on top of like I mean she's probably not on top of business most likely. She's young. All of us were like that. Like I'm not putting her down. Yeah, I'm not. I don't like to call people she's not about being dumb. I think she's it's more about like she's young. She's learning. And I think that's where she's at in life, and then that's it. And people take advantage of her. Those guys are crypto expert. They invited her to, hey, let's pull out a coin. But let's explain to you how the scam, the Hack to a scam, what is it about? Coffeezilla did a good job by explaining it. Let's start with this.
Profiting from the
There's
rug
no
pull, I
rug
think it's
pull because
relevant.
we didn't pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not true. Yeah, that's defamation.
Doc,
You're
do,
saying,
do, do,
So,
do the math. Do the math.
so basic,
you're saying that we pulled a rug. There was no rug pull.
so pull the rug. What they basically say is that okay, so you got a coin, you pull out a coin, and then everybody invests. The price of the coin goes very high before the sale or whatever, and then you pull the rug on the people, and then now the coin is worth nothing, but you already got your money. That's basically what they are saying. They're pulling the rug. Like that's what they kind of they say they mean.
You're,
3%.
you're defaming.
Are you not gonna let me talk? You just talk over me. You talk over me.
I'm hearing bullshit.
Yeah, these people were completely unhinged, unwilling to take any accountability, and we'll talk more to them in a second. But I want to break down the Hawk to a scam. I think people are confused with this kind of stuff. I want to start with the big tweet that kind of set it all off. That would be this by Bubble Maps, which showed 96% of the supply was controlled by the team and was being sent out to a bunch of smaller wallets. The implication being that some of them might be dumping on you. Pretty quickly, the Hawk Tuah girl came in to copy and paste what her team told her to say, which said, team hasn't sold one token.
This is kind of funny, right? And of course we all know that she's not a crypto expert. So whatever the team tell her to put, they're gonna follow her. Team hasn't sold one token, and not one KOL was given one free token. We tried to stop snipers at best. We could to high fees in the start of launch, right? So that's what they told her to say. So they put a high fee on the trading. So if you buy this token, you're gonna pay a very high fees, and so we're trying to figure out like why are those high fees, and they are saying it's because of snipers, because sometimes the snipers are there like to mess up trades, and they just like come in and come out. They are like snipers. Yeah, let me see. Hold on. So the snipers are basically people that like so when you're in the crypto world, the snipers come in before the launch, right after the launch, right after they come out, and then they get the crypto, and then and then and then they try to sell it right away. That's what the snappers do. They get the crypto right away, right after the launch. They get it very fast. They are snipers, and then they sell it pretty fast after the price goes up, and they sell it pretty fast. They make their profit. What that does, that leave the regular investors into total disadvantage. That's basically what the snipers do. If you want to know.
and not one key opinion leader was given one free token. We tried to stop snipers as best we could through high fees at the start of the launch. And so you see their awful tokenomics here, along with this response. The team hasn't.
So basically, if it's very high, if it's very expensive, that's going to discourage snipers to buy at a cheaper price. That's basically how they trying to defend themselves.
Sold one token, and then they post obviously a screenshot of a lot of sells from insiders who did not have to pay. You can see on the bot side there's nothing, and then on the sold side they're making a lot of money. So how did you get free tokens? Well, you were an insider, right? And I just want to show you exactly how the Hawk Tuah team is sort of lying by omission here when they say the team hasn't sold one token. And that's because they pre-sold the tokens, guys. They sold them to a bunch of investors with a pre-sale, and then those people were unlocked immediately upon launch. So you can see that with her tokenomics here. It says Haley's locked for 12 months, but you can see the strategic allocation is fully unlocked immediately on token generation event. Now, I spoke to some people who bought into this pre-sale. They say they got in at $16.69 million total valuation, which means that if they sold out the whole 17%, you're looking at about $2.8 million raised by pre-selling these tokens. So it's essentially a lie to say her team didn't sell tokens. Well, they pre-sold them, and then those investors.
So okay, let's talk about that a little bit. The scam was funny because they were saying that, hey, we're gonna charge high fees to you guys so that we can stop the snipers, but basically they were the snipers. So there are a lot of scams like that, because what they did is that they sold the token to a bunch of investors and insiders inside before the launch, right? So everybody had their tokens, and they said that, oh, we charge high fee to trade those tokens to the public, right? That's why they told the public. That's why we charge high fees, so that you guys cannot, snipers cannot get the token. But they already had their token themselves, and then when the launch happened, the all the insiders and everybody else was able to dump the token. And by all those guys dumping the token into the market, selling those tokens, that overflowed the market. There was too many tokens, which reduces the price of the token. It's like what is it? It's like demand and demand and what is the other one? Demand and quantity. If there's less of a quantity of thing, it becomes more expensive because So
dumped on your fans. That's the problem. Because Bubble Map says we found 285 investors join the Hawk pre-sale. That's about what I saw as well. 89 wallets sold 100% on launch. 47 sold over 50%. Anyway, you can see in total, $3.3 million were sold. Again, as you'll see, on mostly Haley Welsh's fans, or Hawk Tuah GIRL's fans. And I know what you're thinking. Who falls for this? Well, unfortunately, with situations like this, they're not targeting crypto bros. They're mostly targeting, like, actual fans who've never been involved in.
So, Gaffizilla is making a great point here, is that when those things happen, they do not go for the crypto boys. They go for like people that do not know anything, and they get them to fall for that. And they think, wow, I got a Hawk token. It's very cheap now. I'm gonna make a lot of money. And what happened? It's not true. Everything went down to the dumpster. And like, I do not understand how can people fall for things like that. But you know what? There are always people that are uneducated that will fall for things. It will always happen. That's the story of humankind. There could be like we can hear the story of Madoff. There's going to be another Ponzi schemer that's going to be able to get people. There's always a market for it, for the scammers. That's why the scammers will be alive for the rest of their life, for the rest of the human story. I really believe that.
They don't know any better, and you're going to hear the guy behind a lot of this say that explicitly.
These are people that are outside of crypto that we're going to be onboarding, and they don't give a shit. They don't even know what a market cap is. They just go, oh, cool, free coin. Now I get to join the community. Cool, done.
Not only did they say,
you see that? So they said it explicitly. Those are the people that they target, people that don't know nothing about crypto, and they are able to get those people, and then and they fall for it. And those people, and some of those people give huge amount of money, to invest in the Hawk, something about a BJ, a blowjob, a coin about a blowjob, and those people believe that coin is going to make money. How crazy some people are, but there are people like that in the world, and those things going to keep happening, and so that's just the way the world we live in.
Hey, they sold it in a pitch deck. You can see the Hawk deck here. Massive onboarding event. Hawk will onboard normies. So that's why I just don't buy this thought of, oh, well, if you bought this, you deserve to get scammed. Okay, fine, but a lot of the people who bought it had never bought crypto before.
So Coffeezilla is saying, like, those people, they never bought crypto, they have no experience in crypto, and they targeted the normies. They knew that they didn't know. But this is what I feel still. This is what I feel. If you do not know something, why do you put your money in it? You see what I'm saying? So that's the way I feel about those kind of situation. But maybe it's just me. I kind of feel like that's the way you should do. You should be in life. It's kind of like if you do not know something. I will also say if you don't even understand politics, don't vote. because you might make a mistake. Like you gotta know a little bit to make a decision. That's the way I feel about everything in life. Even walking, if you do not know where you're going, why are you walking? Don't even walk. That's the way I feel. But that's what he's saying. So Coffeeza is a little bit more compassionate toward those people. I have the compassion that he has, but I'm a little bit more on the other side too, like where you gotta take accountability. There's a wisdom that everybody should know. If you're a normie and you don't know about crypto, don't put your money in it. You know that they are scams. And here's a woman that talk about BJ blowjob, and you can be a fan, but she's not a financial expert. This is not a woman that works at Bloomberg. So you got to be careful. Like if you hear that she's selling coins right now.
They said as much in our call. Now, the other part of the scam that I really need to break down because people don't understand it exactly is the fee scam, okay? When this
Guys, you know what's funny? The fees that they had, because they had fees and they were saying that like those fees was to prevent the snipers to come in to buy early. The snipers did come in, and the snipers there was one sniper that came in and made less money than the insiders of the on the Hawk team, the Hawk Tuah team. I'm going to call it the Hawk Tuah trading team. It's funny. It's trading. Yeah. So basically, they made less money than the snipers. So the scam does work for them. They were able to pack up all the money before the launch, and that's why everything worked out for them.
and they essentially dodged the question. Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pool?
That's not a scheme.
So basically, what Coffee is trying to find out is like, who's making all that money from those fees? It's a very important. The big question is like, there's a group of people that making money from the fees. Is it the Hawk Tuah girl? Is it like the team? Who's making that money? Definitely, she got to get a big portion of it. But if she touched that money, I don't know what's gonna happen to her. I don't know if they're gonna come after her. But I don't know, man.
That's the pro.
Who's
that's the
making
project, so we
fees?
can keep this thing going for years. Okay. That's how do you think? There's so many expenses.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
Wow. So Kafizilla is really after those people. Who's making money from the fees? And he doesn't want to answer. He doesn't want to let it go, man. Like,
First of all, the fees were there with Meteor pools, and that goes to yes, the creator, right?
Which is who? Who does that own? Who does that belong to?
That belongs to the project.
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here, Haley Welch, right? And
How much does Haley Welch own?
this is Haley Welch's project.
Does she own dollars?
Coffeezilla.
I'm just trying to figure out who owns it.
You know how much it costs?
guys, who cannot tell that this guy he feels guilty the way he's talking? Don't you feel like he like confidence? Answering to Coffeezilla, which is a YouTuber, not even like a freaking like FBI agent. Like what the hell?
Is you have to fund that. And first of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time and people that are on this project. Over here has around 18 people working on this right now as we speak. This is not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to do something here and not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days.
So who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Haley Welch make of that million, 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns zero of the foundation.
So y'all make the money?
No, I don't own the foundation either.
Everybody knows you're lying. Everybody knows you're lying. Who makes the money? I make no money. He keeps telling him I made no money. It's a foundation. You're trying to look holier than thou, but it doesn't work. Everybody knows that you're in it for the money. Haley Welch also is in it for the money, and that's it.
Profited. Over $1 million was just made.
A foundation that pays people out. And by the way, Coffeezilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills.
You heard him right. Who cares where millions of dollars went? Supposedly they have.
It goes to bills. Oh man, that's an awful answer. It's not a good answer. So guys, Coffeezilla gets in touch with like one of the main crypto guy that caused this whole scam to take over, to be alive. So basically, his name is Doc Hollywood, and he's talking to him now. And you're gonna see how humble he is, Mr. Doc Hollywood. He's gonna say I'm guilty, like it's all my fault. You're gonna see how interesting Mr. Doc Hollywood sound after that. Coffeezilla trying to expose him.
So I see some friendly faces in this audience.
He's having a meltdown.
You guys, I'm gonna say you guys, right? There's a lot of negativity in the space. I think crypto brings the mentally ill into this thing, right? If you guys are in crypto, you're most likely mentally ill, and I'm gonna count myself as mentally ill for even being here.
Now this is dangerous. So the Doc Hollywood, one of the guy that work with the Hawk Tuah girl to create this meme coin and to make money out of it and to scam all those people. He's saying that he's mentally ill also, but he takes that everybody in crypto is mentally ill. He takes that the whole crypto thing is for the mentally ill and the mentally people that belong in the asylum. And so basically, he's also bringing up even the guy that created Bitcoin. What's his name? It's a Japanese name, Hikotoshi. He takes a bunch of mentally ill people that trade crypto, that create crypto, that build blockchains. Everybody's crazy. Everybody's mentally ill. That's what he takes. So everybody needs to go to an asylum, a crypto asylum, funded by the crypto. I don't know, a crypto billionaire, whatever.
Here right now. We're trying to actually have fun. We're trying to do something cool. We're trying to give meme tokens away for free to people who have never had any crypto before, any meme token. And you guys should be kissing my ass because I'm trying to do something dope.
Yeah, so that's how all of this.
So you see how he is. He's very accountable. He takes extreme accountability for his action. He's saying that like, hey, you gotta kiss my butt. I've been very good to you. I give you a penny of a meme coin of a crypto that goes nowhere, and that crypto is linked to like a woman that had a video about giving blowjob, and you guys bought it, and you guys should thank me for that. I'm a great guy.
Started, I had watched as people got wrecked on chain, and then I go here in the actual space that's supposed to address everything, a guy berating everyone, calling them.
I'm raising my hand. Hey guys.
What CoffeeZilla?
Hey, this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
I've been tracing it on chain for a while. You guys generated over $1 million in fees while y'all's fans got rug pulled. There was snipers, but there was also insider trading directly linked to y'all's creator account. What are you guys doing?
No, that's not true. That
is true. That's a fact.
No, it's not.
Well, it's a fact, and you can see it on chain. So
yeah, we know. We trust me. We were there. We can answer that.
You know about the insider trading?
No, there's no insider trading. That's why we can answer it.
Okay, so there's tokens going directly from the main account.
CoffeeZilla, just chill for a second.
And then it's getting sold for 50K. Who is that?
Okay, that's very interesting, guy. Hey, what CoffeeZilla is saying. Why it seems that there was some insider trading, that there was money that they were selling the token way before the launch. That's what he's basically saying. Hold on a second.
Definitely not us. You think?
Hold on a second. Let me see if I can see this. Okay. Basically, guys, those guys are very. They like to play word game, right? They tell CoffeeZilla, we never sold anything, no tokens, right? This is what's going on, right? Let me explain to you very clearly. So basically, there's a main wallet, right? The main wallet is the owner of the Hawk Tuah project, right? That wallet stays very clean, right? All the insiders are a bunch of people working with that main wallet, right? So that main wallet said that we never sold after launch. So after launch, you can look at the wallet blockchain, you're gonna see no sale. But what happened is that those tokens were given to insiders and other investors before the pre-launch, and they own a lot of token. And after the launch, they were able to sell those tokens on their end, which is separate from the main wallet, but they are still kind of connected. It's a group of people. So who are those insiders? You see, that's what's going on. And you can look at them on the blockchain. You can see who are the insiders that got those tokens before the launch. So that's what happened. So after the launch, the tokens were like, you know what I'm saying? And this is where we are right now. So the tokens are, so after the launch, the tokens on the wallet, the main wallet, it doesn't seem like there's any soul. And that's what he's talking about. We didn't sell any token. But before the launch, they did sell token. They did give away token to a bunch of insiders, people that they know, a bunch of them. Or what, we don't know how big is the group. It could be 18 people. Think about this. And then after the launch, the price of the token goes up. Snipers and everything, right? Price goes up. And then what they do, all those guys that own a lot of tokens from the Hawk token, dump all those tokens, which reduces the price. Now they get their money. Now the main wallet doesn't do any no activities. It stays clean. The main wallet stays clean, you know. And then now they can talk to CoffeeZilla and tell them, hey, we never sold anything. We never sold anything. But my boy right here, I give him some token and he sold it for me. And hopefully I get paid. I get paid by him on Cash App. You know what I'm saying? It's like a weird way of. It's an interesting way that they make things work. Those people.
We can answer that.
You know about the insider trading?
No, there's no insider trading. That's why we can answer it.
Okay, so there's tokens going directly from the main account.
CoffeeZilla, just chill for a second.
And then it's getting sold for 50K. Who is that?
Definitely not us. You think we're doing this for 50K? Yeah, fucking right. Talking to the wrong guy. You're used to these bullshit scammers out here. Not us. Now, we had...
That's what everyone says, by the way.
Listen, no, I'm not everyone. There was a strategic allocation, right, through a foundation. Every single one of those was signed through a SAFT. The deployer wallet. You've heard of a strategic allocation or a private
How much
sale?
did y'all get doing a pre-sale? How much did y'all make?
It's not that we
selling out your
made.
fans so
Over
other
here,
people
can
can
you give
dump on your
exact? Hold
fans.
on, Coffeezilla, take a chill pill, brother.
Yeah. So
Let's
Y'all
just
just rug pulled a bunch of people.
No,
What are
no,
you
there's
talking
no rug. We're here every single day. There's no rug pulled, and it's not done by us. Yes, Sniper sniped it up to an insane market
No,
cap
no, it's
and
not
dumped
just
it.
Sniper.
That was not us.
Not
That
just
was
that. You know that.
listen. No, no, no. I'm telling you the
And
truth.
y'all made millions on fees from this little scheme.
There's not a.
Oh,
It's
I'm
not.
sure
It's
that's
not a
like you getting
scheme.
those fees,
It's
right?
not a
Who's making
scheme.
the money
It's
on
not
the
a,
fees?
it's
Who's
not a
making
scheme.
millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the
Who's making
project. So we
fees?
can keep this thing going for years. Okay. That's how do you think? There's so many expenses.
Who
Right?
makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteor pools, and that goes to yes, the creator, right?
Which is who?
Who
So so he's desperately trying to find out like how do you make this money? You made money on fish. So the project is owned by Haley Wish, and she it's for Haley Wish, but he doesn't want to disclose. Did Holly Welsh made money from the project? You know, of course she made money because that's why she did it. But now everything is downhill from now.
how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands to hire directors? You think this stuff pays for itself, right?
So y'all wanted to make the money on day one? I don't understand. I'm just asking
we're
who
here every
actually
single
makes the
day.
billions of
Day
dollars in
one,
fees from the
day
rug.
two, day.
Won't believe it. Like if you go watch the video, you won't believe it. The guy say we made no money from the foundation. This is crazy. People know you're lying, dude. Like it's like you got to come out straight, man. It's like come on, man. Nobody's gonna believe you. So Coffee said I keep pressing the guy, and the guys keep saying no, nobody made money. We made no money from this foundation. Can you guys smell the lie in the air? You can smell it, right? Yeah.
Foundation. No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation in the Cayman
Brother,
Islands.
who profited of over $1 million was just
I'm
made?
telling you, a foundation that pays people out. And by the way, CoffeeZilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills. It
Well, when
goes
you're
to
charging
attorneys. It goes to accounts.
15%,
It goes to directors.
if you're charging
It goes to
15% on
staff.
the rug pull
Right?
and you're profiting from the
There's
rug
no
pull, I
rug
think it's
pull
relevant.
because we didn't pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not true. Yeah, that's defamation. What
Doc,
you're saying.
dude,
Dude, you pulled the rug because the coin went down, and before the launch, many people owned the coin. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people own the coin, so you did put a rug pull on those people, man. It's like that's interesting that he doesn't want to admit that, but it is what it is. Like just be honest, man. Just gotta be honest. Just gotta be honest.
There
you
was no rug
released
pull.
3%. You released.
You're defaming our character.
Are you not going to let us talk? You just talk over me. You talk over me.
I'm hearing bullshit.
No, you're not. You're talking over me. Let me just lay out your tokenomics. You guys released 3% to the Meteora pool, while you have 17% of the token allocation unlocked day one from your strategic allocation. Are you guys insane? What do you guys think exactly is going to happen when your insiders get sent their tokens? And by the way, who made the money from your 17% pre-sale while you're giving a tiny piece of the pie to the public? Like, what the hell? This is the worst tokenomics I've ever seen, and it is a scam.
It's not a scam.
The tokenomics are a scam. That's my opinion. You can say whatever you want about it. You can cry defamation. That's my opinion. It's a scam. And I only do this for a living. I've only seen 1 million of these projects.
So who pays you, CoffeeZilla? Let's.
Ooh, turn it around. Turn it around. Turn it around. Nobody's here for me. Everyone's here for you. Where did the fees go? Where did the money for the pre-sale tokens go? Why did y'all unlock day one so people could dump on Haley Welsh's fans? And how involved was she really? And how much money is she making from all this? What's her cut? I just got muted. So yeah, that was the conversation.
So basically, that's the conversation, guys, and I think that's how he ended. And Coffee is pretty good at this. I think he caught them and they don't want to answer, and it is a scam. It's that's it. It's a scam. You can tell how people like scammers are always like that. They always like they always there's always a foundation. The money you don't know where the money goes. If you go to Chase Bank or you go to like any major legal bank, almost all the transactions are transparent. 95%. Of course, I do believe that there's a 10% or 5% that's not transparent with Chase Bank or the big banks, but I think 90% of them is transparent. The reason why is the opposite for those kind of people. It's a scam. When it's 95% not transparent, I think there's something going on.
Obviously, I got a little heated there towards the end because
Girl is just a young girl caught up in a lot of things, and she has to be careful. She has to be very careful because there are sharks out there. I've been messed up too by those sharks in the world. You have to be very very careful in this world. These people are lions. They are freaking lions. They don't care about anything. You know what I'm saying? They will cut you off like nothing. And she's out there trying to do her thing, but she has to be very careful because like the way I look at it is like yeah, the way I look at it is like those people, they really don't give a damn about anybody. You know what I'm saying? And they would just want to make money, and she wants to make money too, but she has to do a research. Don't just jump into things. And she's desperate for money. I was desperate for money too when I was young, so I'm not trying to bash her too much. She's young, but I think there should be somebody beside her, like kind of like to monitor her, to explain to her what she should do, what she should not do. She's still your very young woman. I don't think she's a bad person. I really don't believe that about her. I don't think she's a bad person, but I think she has to be careful out there because those guys, they can mess up her career in the world of entertainment. They can really mess her up, and I feel like she sounds like the naive one. You can feel it. She sounds like the naive one. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And all this, she doesn't even understand. She doesn't even talk about the crypto. She got involved in something she doesn't understand, and they got her making money.
And
Crazy.
that was the end of the space.
So I'm sort of curious, like, not for the token price itself.
Now, I wanted to show you something, guys. This is an interesting situation. The Hawk Tuah GIRL. So basically, they were asking very important question. One of the interviewers, and then the Hawk Tuah GIRL decided to close the show because I guess she was trying to say that I'm tired. I don't want to hear this anymore. It's interesting to see that this smells like guilt. It smells like guilt. I hate to say that. It does smells like
It
guilt.
was time for bed, and that was the end of the space.
So I'm sort of curious, like, not for the token price itself, but just in terms of the fact that there's fees that are being generated, there's an actual, like,
Hey
source
guys,
of income.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Oh, but she did say I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, maybe only her guys or insiders traders. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Maybe I only see my insider trader tomorrow, not you guys, not you, the interviewer. I think that's what she means. She doesn't mean like really like, you know what I'm saying? So we have to be careful what she means by that. Okay, so let's keep going, guys.
Okay. I guess we're talking over here.
Can you imagine being asked questions about a scam, and in the middle of the questioning, you go, yeah, I think I'm gonna hit the bed, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Like, there's something that smells fishy in this situation. I personally, the way I look at her, I kind of feel bad for her. I don't think it's her, but I think she's just trying to make money, and there are scammers out there, and a lot of scammers they look very good. They're not in jail. You see them in the street, you think everything is okay, but that's not the way the world is. The way I saw when I was younger, I didn't believe in that. The way I look at the world, the people that are caught. I mean, it's a very simple, yeah, like a very easy thing to understand. But it seems like a lot of people don't understand that. Like when you look at finance, especially I'm talking about finance only. When you look at a lot of people doing finance, that doesn't mean that the fact that you see them doing finance or transacting money doesn't mean that they are legit. Say it doesn't mean that they are legit. The way the world of finance or anything in that scam or any other scams, the reason why the person is somebody doing business doesn't mean that they're not a scam. Always remember that. That's what I mean to say. It might mean that like eventually they're gonna get caught, or they're in the process because the scammer has a lifetime, right? Has a life expectancy. The scammer has a life expectancy as a scammer. So kind of like Madoff. He was a long time running scammer, and eventually the scam dies, right? So that's the way I look at scammers. It's like they start. The fact that you meet them and you deal with them and you look at the establishment, or they got a YouTube channel, doesn't mean anything. It's just mean that they haven't got caught yet. And a lot of people don't understand that because you think about it. You think about all the department, the FBI, the financial people, all those things. Those departments, they take time before they catch up to you, man. They're not just gonna catch up to you that easy. It takes a lot of time.
Bright and early for tomorrow. That is just wild. These people are not serious, or at least it doesn't appear that they're taking it very seriously. I think it's concerning when you have a project which, they can say whatever they want about their 18 employees and all the, hundreds of thousands they supposedly paid to set up these, like, Cayman Island corps to do it the right way. But,
I think I hope she's that kind of person. I don't know, but I hate to say that the attitude that she's giving, that the fact that she's yelling at CoffeeZilla, it's not a good indication because people that did not know that it was a scam and didn't they usually, that's not the first place that they go. She went into anger. I'm angry at you. Why you asking me question? So that was kind of weird. But like let me see. So basically, this was a project that was almost impossible for her to deny. So the lawyer disclosed that the Harley Welsh was paid $125,000 upfront There was a lawyer, right? Hollywood's lawyer, the Hawk Tuah girl lawyer. He contacted Coffeezilla and explained to him the situation. So the lawyer discussed that Hollywood was paid 125,000 upfront to be involved with the Hawk Tuah project. So it most like a young woman like that would not refuse that. So upfront money. Additionally, she was to receive 50% of the net proceeds generated by the token. Wow, that's a lot of money, 50%. And Ted expectation. The lawyer claimed that Harley Walsh's intention was not to scam anyone. Instead, she allegedly expected the project to be a legitimate, long-term, community-driven endeavor rather than a quick money grab or a scheme. Distancing from responsibility. By providing this detail, the lawyer seemed to be attempting to explain Wells' role. Okay, so she's trying to explain that Welsh was not the main brand master in this, possibly distancing her from the blame directly at the rest of the project team. The implication was that she got involved under the assumption that it was a genuine opportunity, not something designed to profit at the expense of everyday investors. So, and I understand what the lawyer is saying there, and I think that's the best position. And I think that's why the Hatua girl should not even be mad. I think what the girl should have said, she should have, like, when she called, she should have been act like she doesn't understand what happened, and she should have throw the whole team under the bus. I think that's what she should have done. Throw the whole team under the bus. She said, "I don't know you guys. You guys told me to do this. I did exactly what you guys told me." So basically, in essence, what the lawyer is saying, Kafizia, is that Harley Welsh have both a substantial upfront payment. So when there's an upfront payment, of course, most people are gonna join that, and a profit sharing deal in place. At the same time, the lawyer argued that she was not a malicious actor, but someone who believed the project will be won ethically and sustainably. Yeah, so that's basically what the lawyer said. Let me see. Hold on. So now, since we're talking about the Hawk Tour, I want to go a little bit to like Abba and Preach and show you interesting video about like what is it, sugar daddy culture and stuff like that. Like let's talk about this. This is an interesting video from Abba and Preach. Okay, let's talk about this. This is interesting.
My God. Oh, fuck. I look so sexy in the G-Wagon, though. Don't
What's
I?
going on? Fuck. What is going on? Get me a G-Wagon. I look so good in a G-Wagon. Get me a G-Wagon.
What was that?
I don't know.
What the f- was it? What is it?
So sexy in a G-Wagon.
I think she's performing. Essentially, for context, sugar baby with her sugar daddy, and she's a streamer, so she decided to stream the whole experience.
And he knows.
And we gotta watch her basically try to convince her grandpa to buy her a nice bag. That's what's happening.
Oh, fuck. I look so sexy in the G-Wagon, though. Don't I? I think there's enough room we can fuck.
It's exactly what I thought. Okay, I'm not crazy. It's exactly what it was. Okay, never mind. Carry on.
It has a card organizer.
You can put all my cards in.
All of your cards, I know.
You can just. You can put all my cards in.
All of your cards, I know.
God,
It has a card organizer.
it's exactly what it was. Okay, never mind. Carry. Not crazy. It's exactly what it was. Okay.
I think there's enough room we can fuck.
It's exactly what.
Oh man, so that's so I did not understand what she meant. Oh, because the video goes fast. I understand. So let me slow down the video for you so you can listen carefully. So what she said. Hold on a second. Let's go.
To buy her a nice bag. That's what's happening.
Oh, fuck. I look so sexy in the G-Wagon, though. Don't I? I think there's enough room we can fuck.
Wow. So that's basically what's going on. So there's enough room in the G wagon to. You see, she's okay. Sure, that's interesting.
It's
Okay.
exactly what I thought. Okay, not crazy. It's exactly what it was. Okay, never mind. Carry on.
It has a card organizer.
You can put all my cards in.
Music, and he has been a longtime friend and associate of Sean Diddy Combs.
So now, guys, the mob is going after Jay-Z now. Do you think it's gonna downfall? Do you think there's gonna be a downfall there?
Now he's being revealed as the name behind Celebrity A in a lawsuit filed by a Jane Doe from Alabama who claims that Combs and now Jay-Z raped her.
PDD was having Cassie doing sex work with like male sex workers.
23.
That is kind of crazy. But this is the way those things work, right? I mean, you enter into the relationship with the guy, Cassie. She's a beautiful woman, but still, you enter the relationship. You didn't have to enter in a relationship with this guy. So of course he's gonna ask you to join his life, because I hate to say this. Once you're in a relationship with somebody, a lot of people they see it like, hey, you gotta join my life. You cannot just be outside of my life.
Of course, was settled in.
It's kind of like Donald Trump. He's president. Melania has to be the first president. I mean, the first lady. The first lady.
Within a day. Before that, Combs' lawyers say that Cassie's lawyers had made an offer to them that they could buy the rights to a book she was writing for $30 million in exchange for it never seeing the light of day. Cassie's lawsuit and the subsequent settlement seem to open the floodgates for other women to file civil lawsuits against Combs. More than a dozen have been filed, including one by a Jane Doe in October.
So guys, so you guys are hearing about the allegation against Jay-Z, against the 13-year-old. I'm having a hard time understanding those things. I'm like, what does a 13-year-old do there? But I understand there that there's a lot of young kids, women, that are out there at 13, 14. They go to after party. They live a life that's more wild than an adult. What was she doing there? I'm not trying to blame her, but she, because she's a kid, she's a minor. But and people they're able to see that they see that this is a 13-year-old girl that don't have a father and mother, because think about this. If this 13-year-old had a father or a strong person at home, they would never allow her in an after party around that time with P Diddy. So something is going on in there that's like, that's basically why the like she's allowed in that party. They would never allow that, like, like a normal family. They would never allow those kind of things to take effect. But this is what happens when you deal with those kind of kids. It's like they are in the world, and they are predators in this world, and the predators are watching. And she was able to go to the party, and according to her allegation, she said that like they whipped her. That's what she said. She said like P Diddy and Jay Z whipped her. So that's a pretty wild allegation, guys. That's a very wild allegation. So that's where we are at with this woman, and yeah. So hold on a second, guys. Let me see if I can find this thing. Okay, so she's saying that P Diddy whipped her. Okay, so yeah, PDD whipped. I mean, I'm gonna say gripped. PDD gripped this woman, and she at 13-year old, and what's his name? Jay Z. So Jay Z and Puff Daddy are accused of committed assault against this young woman at 13 years old, against her will. Now, guys, I want you guys to see many multiple things going on in the sexual market, all those things. Don't you guys see that it's always guys getting themselves in trouble? Women don't get themselves in trouble for stuff like this, especially when they become powerful. From Oprah to Beyonce to even Whoopi Goldberg to like anybody on Hollywood, like, what I'm saying, you can go down the list. You don't see that in women. They don't get themselves in those kind of trouble, but men do that too much. When they get power, and that's a big problem. Um, so guys, let's talk about PDD, guys. So okay, so guys, we are talking about a very serious lawsuit that's been filed against two major music icons, Sean Diddy Come and Jay Z, guys, and this is a very very important situation. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Jay Z and Sean Diddy. Alright, so let's talk about this. So there's a couple of things going on here. So basically, and Jay Z, so there's a woman, guys, that has come forward accusing both men of raping her when she was just 13 years old. Wow. So this incident took place at an after party following the 2000 MTV Video Music Award. I don't know if you guys never asked this question. I'm like, what does a 13-year-old do in those doing after in the after party? I'm not blaming her, but I'm just saying like it's kind of weird, right? But this is what happened, right? Those vulnerable women that are whatever, like how you call those kind of women? They are like they escape their home. They probably like there's a name for them. They like escape their house. That's the name for those kind of people. They call them runaways. So a lot of like that 13-year-old, we can have definitely have like a stereotype of her. 99%, she doesn't have any parents, right? What are you doing in the after party? I never had a chance to go after party. So she was in after party in the year 2000 when she was 13 years old. I never went to an after party with those crazy maniacs in Hollywood. Even at like my age, I'm in my mid 40s, so I'm in my 50s. So it's like those people are amazing like that. Like it's like they do things that like those young people, some of those young girls, they do things that are faster than anybody. And I think that's what Fresh Fit are saying. A young woman will learn things before young boys will learn things. I think there's a reality to that. I think there's a reality to that. Yeah, there's some reality to that because it's like older men are gonna they're gonna try to they're gonna try to manipulate them and get them. So that's what's gonna happen. So and they're gonna expose them to the world of money and fame. So that's what's going on out there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what's going on. So let's keep talking. Okay. So basically, so what's going on here? So let's do this. Okay, so she was at the 2000 MTV Award. The lawsuit claimed that the woman was drugged, wow, and assaulted by both men, while another celebrity known as Celebrity B was present and watched the incident. I don't know if you guys notice, why do those people always come back later? Is it because it's too shameful and then they're waiting for the plane to crash for everybody to pile in? Maybe that's what's going on. Okay, the accusation. The woman alleges that she was invited to an after party by a limo driver who worked for Diddy. Wow, those limo drivers, they do side job also. Once at the party, she was given a drink that made her feel disoriented. She claimed that she was then taken to a bedroom where Diddy and Jay-Z proceeded to rape her. Celebrity B was also present during the assault. Okay, who was present in 2000? Some people say that it could have been Jennifer Lopez. The woman said that she was threatened and forced to sign a non-disclosure agreement after the incident. Okay. Both Diddy and Jay-Z have denied the allegation. Diddy's legal team has called the lawsuit a shameless publicity stunt. Jay-Z has also released a statement denying the accusation and calling them heinous. The lawyer representing the woman, Tony Busby, has voted to take the case to court and has dismissed the accusation of a shakedown. He believes that the woman is telling the truth and that the justice will be served. The impact. The lawsuit has already had a significant impact on both Diddy and Jay-Z's career. Diddy is currently facing other legal trouble, including charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. So, wow, Diddy is in big trouble in racketeering. And if the allegation against Jay-Z are proven true, it could have a devastating impact on his reputation and career. He is a highly respected figure in the music industry, has many business ventures. That is true. But I hate to tell you guys, it doesn't look good for Jay-Z because this is the way I look at Jay-Z, right? Jay-Z was hanging out with PDD too much. If you're hanging out with somebody like that too much, there's a high likeliness that you're a dirty person like the person. For example, let me explain to you. I don't know if you guys you guys know about Lana Ward, right? Lana Ward is a porn star, right? She has a podcast where she brings two other girls. I think it's Olivia and Alexa Adam. When I was looking at the podcast, I'm thinking like, okay, Lana Ward was an ex porn star, but she's not into that anymore. And these other girls are like wife material. I was thinking like that. And guess what I saw? It's like all those girls are on OnlyFans. All of them. They are on an OnlyFans. So it's like I was shocked to see that. But it's nothing negative. I have nothing against sex workers. I'm just saying, like, they were doing a podcast, Three Girls, One Kitchen. I was thinking that, like, okay, so maybe those are more conservative women. When you first look at the setup of the podcast, when you look at them, the way they are dressed, the way they present themselves, they look like housewife. I'm not gonna lie. They look like, but like when you look at them and you go inside of what they are doing, basically all of the girls have OnlyFans account. Actually, all of them. That's interesting. So Lana Wood is yeah. So basically, they do that podcast, right? Three girl, what is it? Three girl, one kitchen, and so Lana Wood is the porn star, and she has two other girls with her, and they talk about anything like acting like they are a housewife. But when you go deep into it, you find out that all the other girls have OnlyFans. So it's like, There's nothing, like I personally believe like the fact that Jay Z was hanging out too close to Diddy like that, that could make him another. He could be like part of that life, and I hate to say that those guys in Hollywood are kind of crazy. Um, Let me see. So basically, okay. So the accusation, the woman alleges that she was invited to an after party by a limo driver. So guys, I never knew that. Like limo drivers work, work also into this thing. I thought it was always like the club promoters and the photographers that are dangerous. Once at the party, she was given a drink that made her feel disorientated. She claims that she was then taken to a bedroom where Didi and Jay-Z proceeded to rape her. Celebrity B was also present during the assault. The woman said that she was threatened and forced to sign a non-disclosure agreement after the incident. Both Didi and Jay-Z have denied the allegation. Didi's legal team has called the lawsuit a shameless publicity stunt. Jay-Z has also released a statement denying the accusation and calling them heinous. Okay. The lawyer representing the woman the lawyer representing the woman, Tony Busby, has voted to take the case to court and has dismissed the accusation of a shakedown. He believes that the woman is telling the truth and that justice will be served. Okay, the lawsuit has already had a series on both Diddy and Jay-Z career. Diddy is currently facing other legal trouble, including charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. If the allegation against Jay-Z are proven true, it could have a devastating impact on his reputation, of course. Diddy is very highly respected. The case also raises question about the culture of sexual assault in the music industry. It's happening a lot, man, all over Hollywood. Many women have come forward in recent years to accuse powerful men of sexual misconduct. Like, this is what I don't understand about this sexual misconduct thing. It's like, um, it's weird that guys want to do this. Like, it's very weird. Okay, so let's talk about the lawsuit. The lawsuit against Diddy and Jay-Z is a serious matter. So, with far-reaching implication, why? What's up, man? It remains to be seen how the case will unfold, but it is clear that it is a major scandal that will be closely watched by the public. Okay. So additional context such as interview, legal experts, social commentary, or audience question and answer. Okay, all right. Okay. So this is what's basically going on here. Um, with the Diddy case. So and Jay Z. Now Jay Z is next. Now the question is, this is the funny thing about those kind of allegation. If these things pile up and more, then Jay Z might go down also. But if it doesn't pile up, then Jay Z is okay. But I don't know what you guys think. I want to hear what you guys are saying about this. Do you think Jay Z is gonna pile up like Diddy? I think definitely when you get Diddy and Jay Z, definitely Diddy is the wild one. Jay Z is more conservative, but Jay Z, I don't think Jay Z is like a totally holy man. Also, I think he's a little bit dirty too. So let's see what's gonna happen, guys. Thank you.